guess we're doing a bit of a live stream here. We are going to be filming with the Lexus 450e this week. The Lexus 450e is a car that is right there. That is the Lexus 450e. We are going to be filming with the chase truck today. And the cool thing about the chase truck is that it makes it a whole lot easier to film a really good quality video when we're on the road. So let me turn the camera around. So just so you can see here, Michael is through here and he is setting up his screen. Say hello, Michael.
Hello.
Michael is putting his screen on the roof there of the truck, and then he gets a video feed directly from the camera through this nice flat HDMI cable, and this HDMI cable goes all the way through to the back of the truck, through the bed, and it snakes to the gimbal on the back with the nice camera there on the back. We also have the control cables for the gimbal. This controls things like the focal length and also the aperture. So these cables are going to be cable tied to make sure that they stay safe when they're on the road. They control two motors, one there and one there. And again, this goes all the way through into the back, and Michael has some special controls in there. I don't know if you can see where he's able to control exactly how things work, and then it's all powered through the socket here. So this little socket here provides power to the camera, but the gimbal itself gets its power through one of these. So one of these is a power cable, and one of these is a basically a control cable. So in a second I'll jump out and I'll show you. Michael has I don't know if you can see, he has a power adapter plugged in down there, and the power adapter is plugged into the outlet in the back of the truck. That powers the remote controls. The remote controls then feed power and data. So these two are for the gimbal, and this is just the HDMI. The actual recorder sits on the back there, the hard drive sits on the back there. We can only record when it is dry, because obviously you don't want to record when it's, let me just get out of the bed of the truck without screwing the cables. You can only record when it's dry, because this is like a $2,500–3,000 camera, and it gets very dusty on a dry day, but obviously it doesn't get wet. So this is all secured on here, and Michael is very particular. So he's going to do a bit of a test now, a balance test. Do you want me to take this off, Michael?
No.
He's all right. So he's doing a balance test right now, and it works very nicely. This thing here is called a cloud mount. The cloud mount basically provides isolation. The camera is going through its kind of balance test right now, so I'm not going to touch this, but this platform is completely isolated from this, which helps smooth out the bumps in the road. Now we had to buy this from a company, I can't remember where we bought it from, but it's called a cloud mount, and this was a lot cheaper than buying an all-in-one kit. So we bought this bit, but you could probably machine this up actually if you had a machine shop. This is just high tensile steel cables that are covered. Michael's been talking about replacing these with slightly longer ones to get better stabilization. But you could buy this. This comes as part of the gimbal kit that we bought from Ronin, and then we've just used high quality bolts to put this through. Now this bit here, this metal bit, this bar was just purchased online. It's basically a solid steel bar, and Michael used to be a machinist, and he drilled appropriate holes in it, 1, 2, 3, which are properly tightened down, and he drilled this, and he also painted it so it looks the part when it's on the road. And then of course you have the anti-vibration bar, which you can buy at any tow store. It's very simple to use. Now I'll go around and I'll show you In the back here, the setup that Michael has here, he has these little rotary controllers here that allows him to set up exactly where everything is going to be controlled. And then the camera just sits on the glass roof on a suction mount. And this is all powered from within the car. So it all works very nicely. Actually, the gimbal, I was wrong. The gimbal is powered by the battery. Although we could power it from a mains outlet. And look who's here!
Who's there?
It's Erin. She is the chase car driver.
Oh. Are you live streaming?
I am live streaming, Erin.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Nikki. Hi, stream.
So Erin is the person who drives when we are doing this. Michael sits in the back, and then we use these. Just these to control, who does what and where and why. And it looks like we're just about ready. We're just going to put Erin's car in away and park it up properly.
Oh, it's already done. That's guest parking.
As long as that is okay.
Yep.
Is the guest parking okay?
Yep.
Yep. So if Erin's not going to get a parking ticket, we are good.
It's not preferable.
But we are getting there. Erin, you're looking very resplendent today.
Thank you.
So this is the car I'm going to be driving. I am going to be driving this car, which is the Lexus 450e. And, because it's Juneteenth, we're not entirely sure when we're going to film the review and if Kate is going to be part of the review. So we get Juneteenth off. It's a federal holiday. Everybody gets federal holidays off at the company. But the car is due to go back on Tuesday, and we've asked the company that provided the car to us, which is not Lexus, it's a special fleet services company, if we can keep it until like middle of the day, and they haven't responded yet. So we will wait and see. You see that, by the way, is the battery powered vacuum that we have, so that we can make sure that the interior of the car looks great when we are filming it. Now, this is basically one of the shortest range EVs we've ever seen. It has about 190 something miles on it when it's brand new. When it's fully charged. And that's a bit short. The interior is quite nice. It's got some nice functions. The front end looks only a mother could love, I think. And in terms of the actual under bonnet area, it's unfortunately quite disappointing. Let me show you. It's very disappointing, in fact. It's no frunk, no space, and a massive cables. I don't really know what Toyota and Lexus were thinking, but the less we say about it, the better. So the B-roll footage for this is going to look incredible. The car is going to look incredible on camera. And then the rest of this is fairly easy to go. Now you can see Michael's already just turned this on, so he can see what's going on. And he can control everything remotely. Actually, I'm not going to touch this and move this because it will affect, but this can actually tip up if we need it to. So I think what's going to happen, and the reason we're filming this today as opposed to, we normally film the B-roll the same day. We normally film the B-roll the same day that we film the review. But it's due to rain quite heavily on Monday. And Wednesday is supposed to be our day off. Michael is taking Friday off for other reasons. And so we've all decided to work today, and Erin is going to take Friday off, and Michael's going to take Friday off, and I'm going to have to work both days. That's the penalty of being the boss. But we are going to film the B-roll today without two people in the driver's seat. Normally we try and review it. And film the B-roll on the same day, so there's some continuity between Kate and I both being behind the wheel or in the car at the same time. In this instant, that's not going to happen. So it will probably look a bit weird. But if we get permission to keep the car until like noon or 1 o'clock on Tuesday, Kate will review it with me first thing Tuesday morning, and we'll just do the in-car stuff and the stand-ups And if it has to go back at 9 a.m, which the last press car did, then I guess I'm reviewing it on my own because Kate can't make any other day other than Tuesday morning. So we're going to do it the way we can, and hopefully we go from there. And there we are. I'm going to get out of the way so that Michael doesn't have to deal with me blathering on at the back of the truck while he's trying to do his job. But there we go. That is everything as it seems right now, and we'll take it from there. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. And if you haven't watched that video on CCS and NACS, go do it now. Keep evolving.
Is it into the bathroom?
No.